Okay, so this one is dealing with your adjectives. So you're supposed to say that there is or there are 1, 10, 25, etc. of the item that's listed, and then you give the color. The problem that the problem that you have is that you are not making everything agree, because in Spanish, um, anything that describes a noun has to agree with it. So when you hear in, let's go back to number 1. Hold on. All right, hold on. I still have mine muted, so I can't hear what it's saying. Okay, so this is a puerta. So you're supposed to say, okay. So you want to say, and it gives you that there's 1. So you have to use 1. This one has dos, but it gave you 1, okay? So you want to say there is 1 gray door. So then uno is 1, but when you use it as an adjective, you either use un for masculine things or una for feminine things. Puerta ends in a, so puerta is a feminine noun, so you're going to use una. So hay una puerta, and then you just put the color gris. If your adjective, a color is an adjective, anything that describes a noun, if it ends in something other than O, then you don't worry about gender. You just worry about number. So you would have to have made gris plural if there happen to be 2 doors, but since there's 1, it should just be hay una puerta. And you should have this little call out button, and it should tell you the right answer too. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. The next one says lapises. Okay, well, when you look it up, remember that lapises, when you make lapises plural, it still keeps its accent mark. So you're forgetting its accent mark. It also says 10 this time, so you can't use dos. You're going to say hay 10 lapises. So you got to make sure that you have that accent mark, because lapis has an accent mark. And then the color is amarillo. Whenever your adjective, okay, so if your adjective ends in O, then you can either, it will either be an O, if you're describing something masculine, it's singular. If it's masculine and plural, you're going to add an S to that O. Or if it's something feminine, you're going to change your O to an A. And if it's something feminine and plural, you would actually add an S to that. So your options for yellow are amarillo, amarillos, amarillas, amarilla, and amarillas. Okay? So we have to look at lapis. If you look up lapis, you'll see that it's masculine, but since it has an S on it, that means it's plural. So you need the masculine plural form of yellow, which is this. So you would have to make it amarillos. Okay? I'm going to do one more, and then you're going to need to do them on your own. Okay, so this gives you, and it actually said cuadernos, which is more than 1, and it gave you 21. So you want to say Okay, now, when you remember, 21 is actually 21, but when you use it as an adjective, we went over these with numbers way back at the beginning, that when it describes something masculine, it drops its O, and when it describes something feminine, the O changes to an A. Well, this case, cuaderno is masculine, so it would drop the O, and whenever you have the mushed together numbers, if the second number that you have in that mushed together number, if it is 1 syllable, you have to add an accent mark. So it would be 21 cuadernos, and then the color is negro. Negro ends in O, so that means you could have negro, negros, negra, or negra. So again, I have to go back to my cuadernos. Cuaderno is masculine and plural, so I need the masculine plural spelling of negro, which is negros, okay? I would use negra if I was describing something feminine, okay? And so that's how you're supposed to do this particular activity.